Welcome to the 15 Minutes with Coach Hue Jackson show. The coach and the queen is on the scene, and I am your host, Marva Nichols, Miss Grambling State University, 1991-92. Please subscribe to the MTMV Sports Podcast Network below by clicking the bell to get all notifications for our show. All right. What is going on, Coach Hue Jackson?
How you doing, Miss Marva? It's always great to talk to the Queen. What a great day it is today. Graduation is going on today. So a lot of our student athletes are graduating that are still coming back to play football. So excited about that. We have some of our young players that over the next probably 3-4 weeks will be on campus because summer school will start. We've been spring recruiting. We've been all over the place, but it's been fun.
Oh, wow. I'm so excited. I miss chopping it up with you. Um, Let me ask you just my first question. Is it football season yet?
It's getting there. It's close. We believe it's football season, as you know, but it hadn't started yet.
Oh my God. I am on tiptoes of anticipation. I know all of Graham fam is as well. So let's get right to it, Coach Jackson. Can you tell us how recruiting has changed and what we at Grambling can expect in our future recruiting of top talent?
Marvin, it's totally changed. I mean, obviously, with the portal situation, all the NIL deals that go on that obviously universities can't be involved in, it's really changed the landscape. But at the same time, we're not going to change who we are. We're Grambling, baby, right? So we're going to do
Yes.
we can to go recruit the top talent in the state first and foremost, and then we're going to go about the other cities and states and do everything we can to tell everybody about who Grambling is, what Grambling has been, and where we're headed here in the future.
Wow. Sounds exciting, Coach. And tell us, how do you rebuild a team? Where do you start? And then what do you build around the foundation?
Rebuilding a team takes a lot of work, because first you have to really understand who you are as a football team first, the talent that was already here, the guys that have been here, because they deserve an opportunity to showcase their talent and ability. And then we need to start building in the image of what I want our team to be. So we're going to always do everything we can to recruit great quarterbacks here at Grambling State University. And then it's really about protecting that quarterback. So you got to have good linemen. And if you're going to protect him, you better have receivers that he can throw to.
You better.
And then on defense, we got to have a defensive football team that can stop any and everybody. So that's how we're trying to recruit. We want big, fast, athletic guys because we believe that that's where it starts. But we also want student athletes as well.
Awesome. And you and your staff have had to make some tough decisions regarding players. So what goes into that process?
I think a lot goes into it because I think every young man deserves an opportunity to realize his dream and have an opportunity to realize his goals. And so I know some guys want to start in some schools, but it might not be the right timing for them. And if you can help them, put them in a situation so they can move forward and have an opportunity to do what they need to do, then that's what you have to do. While at the same time, building the team that you think you need to build for the future. So there are tough decisions that have to be made, but sometimes it's what's best for the school and what's best for the player.
Oh my God, Coach, that explains so much. There's been a lot of talk around the recruiting piece in the new transfer portal world, and so you explaining that helps a lot of us to understand what the process is right now in this time and season of college sports. So thank you for explaining that. Now listen, I saw the number of camps that you are hosting this summer. What can a participant expect and what drives you to do so many camps?
It's so important, I think, Marvin, for us as a staff to get out and meet these coaches, meet these student athletes, and let them know that Grambling is alive and well. And we're going to do 12 of them. I think there's one that's not even on the list. I think there's 11 on the list, and we're going to do a 12th because I think it's so important that our faces be seen we be known, because we want to rebuild this program and get it back to prominence as fast as we can. And it takes help. It takes everybody pulling on the rope the same way in order to get it done. But I want to showcase our staff and have people get a chance to see them. We're going to coach these young student athletes just like we would our players. We're going to create a great environment for them to grow and learn, and give them exactly what they're looking for, which is a great day's work.
Oh my God, that sounds great. And you know what? I love what you said about bringing our program back to prominence. And Grambling State University has always had a motto, or unofficial motto of never say die. So that lets us know that we are anticipating a great season, because I really believe that your plan of action will actually be implemented, and we will be on top come November, and be headed to the Celebration Bowl. So thanks for that. Also, Coach, Grambling is a special place, and what is your vision for the facilities there? How
My
does the plan impact the entire university?
Well, Marva, I am so excited that you said that. My vision, I think big. I don't do small things. I think really big. I want to have the nicest facility in the country if I can. But I think you know as well as I do, it takes money. It takes people coming together, making great decisions about what it is. I've shared my vision with Dr. Scott. I've shared my vision with President Gallo. I truly have a vision of us having an unbelievable players lounge, a new weight room, a new football facility, hopefully in the future where it's football only. But those things that I mentioned about a players lounge and weight room and more recovery areas for our players, I want to share those with all our other student athletes too. I don't want it to just be football, because I think it's so important that this is the university, and you just said it a second ago. This is Grambling State University, and we have some other tremendous sports as well. I understand that football gets a lot of the credit and those things, but we have some other great sports teams here too. So I have no problem sharing, but I think our student athletes deserve the best. And so I'm gonna do everything I can on my part. The president and the AD, they're going to do everything on their part to make this vision come to life.
I think that's phenomenal that you are being inclusive as far as including our other athletes, because I think that that will help with recruiting overall, and it would make those other athletes of other sports feel like family.
Absolutely.
We are Graham fam, but the athletic department is another family within the family, just like the marching band. So thank you for saying that. And I know those student athletes will greatly appreciate your vision, and even including them in wanting them to be a part or have access to those facilities. So thank you so much for that as well. And I want to know, since spring game, how has fundraising been going?
It's been going good. I
Okay.
better, I still will challenge all of our alumni to give. And I understand whatever's gone on in the past, I can't speak to that. And I understand those things. All I can tell everybody is about the future. We're going to be transparent. You're going to know exactly where your dollars go. You're going to know exactly what they're for. And it's for our student athletes. I truly believe that our student athletes deserve the best. And I don't think any of our alumni would send their kids to school here if we wasn't going to give them the best. So let's go in our pockets. Let's write these checks. I truly believe that we need a new facility. So let's go get this done. And I think we can.
Awesome. Yes. You know what? A new facility sounds really, really awesome, because Grambling, like you said, we're Grambling. And
Yes,
that's what our student athletes deserve. And, we have always been the leader in HBCU sports throughout the decade. So we're looking forward to that. So, everybody, you heard Coach Jackson saying, hey, get out those checkbooks. Let's start raising money to help him build another facility. I'm sure it will it be attached to the current athletic complex?
yeah, you know what? There's two ways to do this, Margaret. We can take the existing building and refurbish it and make it better, or we can
Okay.
it all down and start from scratch and build something that we all can be very proud of. And I'm not saying that because I really believe that the guts of the place is nice. This is This is the Eddie Robinson Support Center. I love that name. And when I think of him, I think of greatness. So why not make this facility the greatest that it can be? Because it represents him. It
Yeah.
represents the greatest Grambling men in the history of Grambling. So I think it's so important that we all understand why it's so important. One, because of his name, and two, because of the student athletes that we're putting here, and because they deserve it, is what it should be.
Yes. And like you said, we love that name, Eddie Robinson, as well. And we know that with God and Grand Fam, all things are possible. Okay, Coach, we're going to wrap it up. You know, I always have a fun question for you at the end. And what is your favorite spot on GSU's campus? And tell us why.
My favorite spot on GSU's campus is the cafeteria.
Oh, my goodness. Tell us about that.
I'm a Marva, and it's not just because the food is outstanding, the service is outstanding, the music that gets played in the cafeteria on a daily basis is phenomenal. If it's Sunday, you're gonna be listening to gospel music. If it's your day, you're gonna hear some of the best R&B music you've heard. But the people there, they've just been outstanding. Not just the people who serve the student athletes, but also the student athletes, them coming up and speaking and the well wishes. And boy, they can't wait for football season to get going. That excites me, and it is a great place to be during the day.
Awesome. I know when I come for homecoming, I always go on Fridays because they have fried fish, and I always go and get my fried fish. And so I always support the cafeteria, and I want to encourage Graham Fam alum to always go in and eat, and so you can eat and jam to the music
Yeah,
at the Grambling State cafeteria. Well, you all, that's my 15 minutes with the Coach Hue Jackson. Coach, we'll talk later at another time. And it was a pleasure seeing you today. And I'm so excited about what's to come. And again, thank you all for tuning in. Coach, do you have any last words for us?
I just want to tell everybody thank you again for all your support. I hope everybody have a great summer as we get ready to leave into an unbelievable fall.
Awesome, awesome. Well, again, thank you all for tuning in. This is Marva Nichols, Miss Grambling State University, 1991-92 with Coach Hue Jackson. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
First of all, we need to educate everybody on the signs of human trafficking.
By us educating the public, educating everybody, people are now starting to understand what it is and who to call.
All three of us, the Salvation Army, the Renee Jones Empowerment Center, and the Hue Jackson Foundation, we're trying to partner together to really make a huge dent in human trafficking.
The Hue Jackson Foundation is committed to empowering children, teens, and adults through awareness, education, and prevention of human trafficking, while assisting survivors and their families in their journey through recovery and survival.